So, are you tired of constantly searching for what you want and never getting it? Or you feel like you're seeking and not finding? Well, I'm going to talk today about how to be the source of what you desire in this video on Awakening with Amy. Hi, welcome. I'm Amy Valentine. I'm a certified life coach hoping to awaken within you your mindset that you can be, do, and have any desire. And today we're going to talk about what it means to be the source of your desires, and so you can stop looking for it, so you can stop the seeking. We're going to go over what being the source of your desires actually means. I'll give you a real life example, and then we'll dive into the universal laws so you can understand why you're getting what you're getting and then how to apply it in your everyday life. So what do I mean by being the source? Well, being the source of your desire is really the basis of the teachings of Neville Goddard and Abraham Hicks, and actually a lot of the spiritual teachers that I talk about. But it means that my consciousness is the first cause of everything that I'm seeing in my life, that the causes within me and the effects are outside, right? And it's just like a mindset shift. It's a perspective shift. We're moving away from giving our power to the outside world and putting the power where it naturally is, which is within us. Right? The kingdom is within you. That's what it was meant. Like the kingdom and everything is within. It's not out there. There's nothing out there that has any power unless you say so, right? And so being the source of your desires means that you're coming from a place that I'm acknowledging my desires and then I can have it. Even before any manifested evidence. And by manifested, I just mean seen, right? To manifest just means to experience. And Abraham Hicks always says that 99.999% of all manifestations are unseen. They call it the vortex of creation. But that's what she means. It's just potential. And when you focus your light and attention on some of that 99.999% unmanifested potential, it will become the less than 1% that is seen, felt, tasted, and touched. I mean, it's crazy to think about it that way, but that's what it means to be the source of your desires. You stop looking out there for evidence. You stop looking out there for validation with people, with circumstances, event. No, because you know that everything is up to me, that I am the source of my perception. I am the source of what I assume to be true for me in relationship to the world. So let me give you a real life example of how to be the source. My girlfriend, her son is just finishing his freshman year in college. And he had applied months and months ago to some of these scholarships, right? So she found out yesterday that he got a full ride plus like monthly living expenses. She's beyond ecstatic for him. And you know what he said to her on the phone? He said, "Mom, I just acted as if it was happening. And it happened." So what was he doing? He was going within and being the source of his own fulfillment before any evidence. I mean, it's been months. He applied months and months and months ago. So before any physical evidence or any sign, he just kept telling himself the story that it's happening, it's done, the scholarship is mine. And that's what we do. We go within and become the source by feeling what would it feel like to be or have that desire. That's what being the source is. And Neville Goddard has a great quote to kind of drive it home. And the quote is, "The assumption of the wish fulfilled is the ship that carries you over the unknown seas to the fulfillment of your dreams. The unknown seas, meaning I'm not focused on how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. I already know when I focus on the feeling of fulfillment within, before I see evidence that it's on its way. So that brings me to the universal laws about what's really behind the scenes. The universal laws, law of attraction, law of assumption, really are under the umbrella of the law of being. The law of being means, who am I being? That's what's attracting. That's what has attractive power. Am I coming from a place of love, or am I coming from a place of fear? Love meaning having, of abundance, of it's available to me, that I'm one with it. And fear meaning lack and limitation, right? That I'm separate from what I desire. And the truth is, we're never separate from what we desire, because it's with our focus and our attention that our power as creators is born. And most of us don't even know this is happening. But what we choose, unconsciously or consciously, to put our attention and focus on is what's creating that feeling within us and what's creating the things that we're experiencing in our lives. It's feeling plus thought. That's really the secret to manifesting. And by manifesting, again, it just means what's seen, what's tangible, what I can experience. And like Abraham says, we're 99.999% potential, and we're living less than 1% of that potential in every moment. It's crazy. The game of life is really a game of giving and receiving. And when we're the source of our own fulfillment, of our own desires, meaning we're honoring our desires before we see any physical evidence of it, right? We're giving out appreciation. We're giving out that love. And the universe only says yes and must give that back to us. The universe reads what we're putting our energy on, we're putting our focus and attention on, as what we want more of. The universe only knows the word yes. So the fears come up, the negative thoughts come up, it's okay. But as long as we don't focus with intensity our attention and believe in them, they won't matter. It won't matter if you feel those thoughts. So be the source versus seeking fulfillment outside of you. When we seek the fulfillment outside of us, we think we're lacking in some way. We think we're limited in some way or unworthy. And that's a bogus thought. It's not true. It's just a momentary, fleeting mishap, forgetting your power as creator. And as a creator, you're the source of it all. And it's the consciousness, the story that I'm telling myself from moment to moment on any subject, in spite of any physical manifested reality right now. So be the source of your desires and stop the seeking. And this is how you do it. Just be it within. Be like my friend's son who just said, Mom, I just assumed it was mine. I just acted as if it was happening, and it will. So thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing the video. Thank you for subscribing. I am truly grateful and thankful to you all.